On social media, you see more and more people every day that show off their luxury bags, their sports cars and their trips to Dubai. If you ask them how they achieved this, the answer is dropshipping in most cases. Just sell some products online and get fucking rich, but it seems too easy to be true. Can that still work? That is the question. Let's talk about dropshipping. Is this business model a business model you can be successful with? But first things first, how does dropshipping work and why is it such a good business model for start? Let's get things straight. A big advantage for dropshipping are the low startup costs. You don't have to buy products beforehand, so you can just sell products you don't store or you don't own. That is oftentimes a big advantage for e-commerce starters, B2B starters. Most of the time e-commerce beginners don't have a lot of resources and not limitless money to spend for stock. So you don't have to order in bulk, and that is pretty much a big advantage. For example, in my production, in Market Print, we store over 1 million euros, and that is a lot, especially for beginners. So I can understand why people like the idea of selling products they don't even own. It's easy for the beginning. The second big advantage is you don't have to invest a lot of effort in there if you're making a sale. Why? Because in a dropshipping model, the supplier will take care of your products. You're selling products you don't even store, and the supplier will ship them directly to your customer. So if you're making a sale, the next task you have to do is you can lean back, enjoy life, because your supplier is doing the rest for you. And of course, that's a pretty big advantage as well. So you can focus on just selling your products, you can focus on marketing, you can focus on product research, and all the other things like storing, packaging and shipping are taken care of by your supplier. And of course, that's a pretty huge advantage you have, especially for beginners. The third advantage is you can work from wherever you want, whenever you want. And for me in the beginning, when I started e-commerce 8 years ago, it was pretty important for me that I have freedom, because I was studying in a university in Munich, and the 9-to-5 job, that was not for me. I wanted freedom. I wanted to travel wherever I want, whenever I want, and that's the reason I started with e-commerce. And with dropshipping you have the same advantages, and of course you can work with the people you like and you love, and that's pretty good for the beginning. And a huge benefit and a problem as well is you don't have to be there on time. You don't have to start at 9 a.m. for example, but at the end of the day the work has to be done. So it could be an advantage oftentimes, but you have to be disciplined to get that work done. So it's an advantage, and it's a problem as well, because a lot of e-commerce starters don't have the discipline to get things done, and that's oftentimes the reason why people fail. But it's an advantage in the first place. If you're disciplined and you put in the work, you can work from wherever you want, whenever you want. I think one of the most important factors is also e-commerce business, a dropshipping business is easy scalable. If you find a good selling product and you do good advertising for it and you do profitable advertising for it, you can scale it very quick. Why? Because first of all, you don't need the infrastructure for shipping and for storing your products, because your supplier will do that for you. Oftentimes a supplier doesn't store just only 100 products or something like that. Oftentimes he's storing around 1,000, 2,000 or 10,000 pieces. If your advertising is good, you're doing money in the front end and you're profitable, you can scale that business up very quickly and very fast. And I think that's one of the most important points here, because a lot of people are in the e-commerce business not only for 20, 30, 40, 50 euros profit per day. They want to get rich. They want to drive a Lamborghini. And oftentimes you're not able to drive a Lamborghini if you're not scaling really quick. So yes, dropshipping is not the baddest idea. It's a pretty solid, pretty good business for e-commerce beginners. But there are also negative aspects of it, and I want to tell you these aspects as well. If you start a business as an entrepreneur, you have to focus on the customer's perspective. And if we're honest, the huge benefit is on the entrepreneur's side. He doesn't have to store products. he can scale really quick, he doesn't care about the shipping, the suppliers doing the shipping. All these benefits are on the entrepreneur's side, but not on the customer side. And that's a pretty bad thing, especially when you're dropshipping from China, and a lot of people starting with dropshipping are doing really bad dropshipping and using bad products, never ordered these products, and yeah, they're doing bad things. So a lot of the benefits you have are also bad for your customer. First of all, a lot of dropshipper I've met in the past, and yeah, also me, one of the biggest problem is if we find a good product, if you're doing our product research fine and yeah, get one good product there, we're scaling really quick. And one of the biggest mistakes I made is I scale it so quick that in like 7 or 10 days, something like that, I generated over 10,000 of euros. And after this time, the products arrived to the customer. And the big problem was there. After the products arrived to the customer, I just realized how bad the quality of the product is. So if you want to start dropshipping, there's this really huge aspect you have to take care of. Your products have to be good. You're not able to sell cheap stuff for expensive because your marketing is good. Because after the customer is receiving the product, yeah, he will write you an email, he'll write you a message, and you're not able to build a brand like that. Like I told you in the beginning, the benefits has to be on the customer side, not on your side as an entrepreneur, because look at Amazon. Amazon is fighting for the customers. They're fighting against the people who are selling it, yeah, but they're fighting for the customers. And that's a huge point if you're interested in building your business long term. If you're not looking for the quick buck, of course you can make a quick buck with it. I made a quick buck with it. I sold a lot of dropshipping products like these watches. I scaled them really quick. I made a good profit margin. I had really good profit margins there. But after that, yeah, I just had problems with my customers, and that was the reason why I closed this online store. It was really profitable. I had like, yeah, 30 or 40% profit margin on that, but I was not able to scale that product even more because I would have more problems. So if you're interested to be rich long term, you have to focus on the product quality and the shipping times, because you know, everybody can do the quick buck, everybody can do some sales with Shopify. Popping bottles in the first month and the second month, you're living on the streets. Everybody can do that, but the key is to be rich long term. And if you want to become rich long term, you have to know e-commerce, of course. You have to be able to build your Shopify store, of course, do marketing, product research, and deliver a good customer experience. And the second problem is this: if you're selling dropshipping products from China or somewhere else, oftentimes takes too long till the product arrived at your customer's house. Oftentimes it is a problem, especially when you're scaling your business and you want to build a brand. You're not allowed to survive with shipping times of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or sometimes 4 weeks. You're not able to do that. The moment you're starting with that, that's the moment you're not able to build a brand any longer. So the moment it finally arrived, it creates such a negative thinking of your brand, and in the worst case, he doesn't even need the product any longer. And there you have your next return, one of thousands. Although there are huge benefits for dropshipping, these aspects with the low product quality and with the long shipping times, non-brandable products, they are damaging your brand long term. So the solution is the following. Of course, you have to learn e-commerce somehow. And dropshipping is pretty good for the beginning, but with time, if you're leveling up your game, you are not able to do dropshipping any longer. You have to change your business model. You have to change to a business model where you own these products, store these products in your warehouse or in another warehouse, and you have to fulfill it fast, you have to do branding on there, and of course you need a good product quality. Thanks for watching. That was my 2 cents for dropshipping. Dropshipping is not that, no. It's a pretty solid business model for beginners, but with time you have to evolve, you have to level up your game. You can change to print on demand like myself, or you have to buy products on stock that you can ship faster, cheaper, by the way, and of course better product quality. That was my 2 cents. I have several videos on my channel. If you're interested in e-commerce, check it out. I've published a case study with 150,000 euros generated in only 7 days. So if you're interested in it, just give it a try and yeah, watch it. See you guys.